Today is training number 48, and today we'll be looking at how realtors can understand real estate buyers' needs. So, you are going about talking to clients to buy property from you, but have you taken time to, understand their needs? Have you taken time to understand their needs? So why understanding buyers' needs? Understanding a buyer's needs is the most important skill for a realtor who wants to close this efficiently. Buyers really say what they truly want directly. The ability to uncover, interpret, and match their needs with the right property is what separates a top performing realtor from the rest. Do you understand me? You need to understand. When we go down, you will see. You need to understand what the person really wants. If somebody is interested on return on investment, and you are telling him or her, if you live here, this place is very comfortable, it's close to a train station, you don't need to put fuel in your car. It's like you are pouring water on the rock. Do you understand me? So it's very, very important. So the importance of understanding buyers' needs, it improves sales conversion, it builds trust and long-term relationships. Strategies to understanding buyers' needs are as below. Okay, so start with discovery conversation. Ask guiding question. Clarify purpose, budget, location, lifestyle, timeline to purchase, type of property and size. There are so many things that you need to find out. Identify non-negotiables early. Do you understand? Identify what? Non-negotiables early. There is somebody that you take to the place. No matter what you do, no matter what you tell the person, it's just what? Non-negotiable. What could be one of the non-negotiables? The place is too far from the person's place of work. The person don't want to spend hours on the road that he or she is going to work. That is if the person is buying for living and he don't want to go long distance on going and coming from work. That is what? His or her non-negotiable. Some it could be where the children will go to school. Some it could be what? Their place of worship. So your ability to understand this non-negotiable early enough goes a long way so that you don't waste your time. Remember, this prospecting, going for inspection is what? It involves what? A lot of resources. Even if management provide other things like vehicle and all that, what of your own personal time? Somebody can call you, say on weekend, come and show me the property, and there's already a non-negotiable thing that will make the person not to buy. You just be wasting your time. So try to understand what, identify the non-negotiable before you even continue to move forward. Okay, so key discovery questions you can ask. What problem do you want this property to solve? Do you see it now? What is your non-negotiable feature? Some, for women, it could be what?
Kitchen.
The
kitchen space.
Is the size of kitchen and the features. Do you understand me? When we built Hillview Estate, anytime, or even the one in this Cityscape Resort here, anytime a man and his wife come for inspection, the first thing the woman will do is to go and check the kitchen. In fact, when we first did Hillview, the experience we had there, we enhanced the kitchen in the Cityscape Resort. I think there was no woman that went there that didn't like the kitchen. For me, mostly is their bathroom. How spacious, how did you organize the bedroom? Does he have things to shave, where a mirror light, those kind of things. And the size of the room Do you understand? Did you connect CCTV cameras so that from his bedroom you'll be watching the whole house, the entrance and stuff like that? So it's very, very important. Okay, then another question you can ask. If you saw the perfect property today, what will it be like? And when you ask this question, please try to listen attentively. And this question you are asked, don't also make it in form of discussion. Don't let the person feel you are interrogating him. Do you understand? You know how to make the conversation flow so that the person will be able to tell you more things that is in his or her mind. So number 2 thing is identify buyer motivation. Emotional buyer, that's what I said before. Lifestyle prestige. Financial buyer, ROI through appreciation. Urgent buyer, the person who is ready to close the deal quickly. He or she don't have time. And value buyer, affordability. Is this something the person can afford? You need to identify what is motivating the person to buy this property. As we say, lifestyle. Just that I'm living.
Director Paul.
Just that I have a house in my town. That is all. That is what is motivating the person. For some others, it is return on investment. It's either the person is getting the maximum return on investment on that property or no deal. Do you understand? Next slide. Okay, observe reaction, not just words. Notice what excites or worries them. Pay attention to time they spent examining features. Listen to questions they ask repeatedly. These clues often reveal more than their verbal responses. You know that there are people that you take to a property. They will not just immediately tell you everything in their mind. Do you agree or not? So it's by observing their reaction. That is where you will try to know where their mind is. Do you understand me? The person, somebody can be asking you, okay, even before you take him or her to site, he has asked you about the type, what title does this property have? Yeah? When you get to the gate to the property, you say, are you sure this property, maybe you have told the person he has seal of good. You say, are you sure this property has seal of good? Do you understand? When you go to the house, if you go round, he will ask you which day was the seal of good issued. That is what? Listening to the question they are asking repeatedly. Do you understand? And for some, if somebody is asking that question, you should now know clearly that the person's non-negotiable is what? Clean title. Do you understand? The person wants the title to be the best it could be. Do you understand me? So some of them, and if the person come, for example, okay, after maybe, so for some, it could be the compound. Do you understand? You take the person inside the house and say, okay, let us go outside. Then he will come. If he go front, he will come back and start asking you, where is the playground? Where can I plant a flower? Where can I have a bush bath? Do you understand? So, you try to pay attention to that thing they are always asking you. That's what we are trying to say here. And some of them, you observe reaction, not just the words the person is saying. Okay. Number 4, build buyer persona. First-time home buyer, investor, diaspora client, luxury buyer, upgrade through downsizer. Somebody will subscribe to an estate. He collected offer letter from the developer, and there are payment terms that are clearly stated on the offer letter that was given to the person. The person collected the offer letter and sign acknowledgement copy. Signing acknowledgement copy means what? You agree to the terms and conditions. Abi? Okay, the person now, somewhere along the line, he start defaulting on the payment. If the developer revoke the allocation, the next thing the person will go to social media. Real estate developers, they are scammers, they are not trustworthy. So those people who are outside the country, this is what they hear. Because for them, it may be difficult for them to verify this. That is that person's side of the story. Nobody has bothered to ask the developer what happened. So for those people who are outside the country, there are what? Risk involved. You know, they are averse to risk of buying property in Nigeria. In fact, some of them say they will not buy. They would rather put all their money wherever they are staying. So what we are trying to say is this: you should have buyer persona. Because the way you will teach somebody who is buying property for the first time is not the same thing way you teach somebody who has been buying property. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, also for somebody whose main aim is investment, it is possible that the person have bought property before. This is what he or she does. He is always investing in properties. So some of the times the time it will take you to educate a first-time home buyer, you may not need to spend that time with somebody who is investing regularly. Do you understand me? When you are talking to an investor, what will you now be emphasizing on? Return on investment. This is how much we sold a plot of land here when we launched. This is how much it is today. This is how much. This is our projection in the next 6 months or 1 year. That is what the person is interested in. And you need to, segregate your prospects into this category. What do you understand by upgrades from downsizer?
People also upgrade.
Yes. People that want, maybe they are living in a smaller house. Their family is now bigger. They want a bigger house. Normally, some people, they will start life in a 1-bedroom apartment, newly wedded couple. Abi, by the time they have 1 or 2 children, they'll be looking what? To upgrade. Some people, they are living in mansions. Children have left them. It's only husband and wife that is in a 6-bedroom duplex. Even to clean the house and maintain it is becoming a problem for them. So they are looking for a smaller housing unit. That's what we mean by downsizer. So this helps you, all these things helps you to predict their expectation and decision pattern. Okay, ask smart follow-up question. Example, which option fell closer to your needs and why? What was missing? Rate each option from 1 to 10. This sharpens your understanding of their what? Priorities. Remember, the topic is what? Understanding clients' needs. Do you understand me? You cannot market and sell to the person effectively if you don't know what that person is really looking for. And as you have seen, people buy property for a lot of reasons. Do you understand me? Some it could be even what? Land banking. Do you understand? Some are buying land banking is now one of the trending thing now. It's one of the new trend. You know, people looking for the place that is not yet developed. They want to buy land there, then in the future they will sell it or they will develop it. So you cannot, market to them effectively if you don't understand their needs. That's the whole essence of this training. So 6, understanding budget realities. Buyers often have a stated versus true budget. As if slightly higher option should be shown. Clarify financing comfort. This keeps you from offering properties they cannot buy. This one is also what? Very, very important. It doesn't make sense if somebody don't have 40 million in his hands, and he don't have a means to get the required money, and you are showing the person property of 150 million. Can you see that you are just doing what? You are just wasting your time. But in most cases, the person can have a budget, but there will be provision that if he or she receive what really appeals to him or her, the person can increase the budget slightly. But you need to do what? You need to try to understand what is the person's, where is the person's budget, what is his limit. You try to establish the upper limit and the lowest limit. Do you understand me?
Yes.
It's very, very important that you understand, because this is where sometimes realtors miss it. Do you understand me? You are showing somebody a property that is far, 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 far more than the person's budget. And in most cases, that's why they say, okay, ask questions and listen to observe their reaction, not just verbal conversation. In most cases, I'm telling you, people hardly just come out and tell you, say, this property is above my budget. Do you understand? Some will tell you from the one, but some people will just, play around with you and tell you, say, okay, I will get back to you. And the worst thing is that if you didn't understand that the problem was budget, you must still be, sending properties that are above the person's budget to the person. And that's why you see that you are sending message to somebody who has even inspected your site for a long time. There's no response, no comment. You are sending the person. It might be that the person felt that your properties are above his or her budget, and the person don't want to change. So it is very, very important that you try to understand what is the person's budget. So, number 7, practice active listening. Many realtors listen to reply. Top agents listen to understand. Active listening means you do not interrupt. Summarize their needs. Confirm assumptions. I think last week we made mention about, we discussed something like this in one of these slides, trying to, be more of a listener than somebody who talks. Please, whenever you are carrying out inspection or discussing with a client, always give them opportunity to talk. Do you understand me? Even if you are trying to explain something to the person and the person interrupts you, remember the person is the client. Because the moment you keep quiet and let the person say his or her mind, you will get more clues. Maybe that time you will even change what you wanted to say before. Do you understand? Practice active listening. Do not interrupt. Summarize their needs. Try to, because the needs could be many. You need to confirm. Don't just assume that, or you see a property, you say this person will like this. As you have seen, a property could be very enticing, everything is excellent, but they are just, is a non-negotiable. There is something that is non-negotiable for the client you are talking to. For some other person, the person will see it and just close the deal. Remember that people need varies. In fact, as human beings, as all of us are here, we are all different human beings. I have not seen any two human beings that are the same. Even twins, have you? So have that at the back of your mind when you are prospecting. Do you understand? If there are things you think that this is what the person needs, assumption, try to confirm it. That's what you are saying. Use technology to track preferences. Tools like CRM system, WhatsApp labels, and customer form help you document CRM system, budget forms, WhatsApp labels, track objection and decision timeline. This makes your follow-up smarter and more personalized. I think we took time to discuss CRM sometimes. Do you understand? It's a software that you can use what? You can use to track preferences so that it will save you time. Do you understand me? If somebody, as we said before, if somebody's interest is investing, don't waste your time at telling the person, trying to pitch a property that is luxury or for prestige purpose. Do you understand? The person is just interested on return on investment. So CRM tools, they are tools we discussed it extensively last time. They are tools that can help you to track all this. Educate the buyer. Sometimes buyers don't fully know what they need. Educate them on what? Market trends, price expectation, area pros and cons, investment potentials. Do you now see that you have a lot of work to do as a realtor, as sales executive? Do you see it? Because this issue of buyers not knowing fully what they need is a common phenomenon. And please, well, it's not only buyer. I think I gave an example here sometimes. Somebody will will tell you he wants to sell his or her property. The person don't know how much the property can fetch him or her in the market. It's relying on what? Your expertise. You are the one who will educate the person. Somebody might see a property. Most clients, for example, they don't even know what is percentage yield on rental property. Do you understand? If the person buy a property for rental, for example, okay, you can tell the person, say, okay, this property you can rent it for 4 million. But what is the percentage yield on the rent? So it is your responsibility to, tell the person that this is the percentage of the money you spent in buying it. This is the percentage you'll be getting on a yearly basis. Do you understand? And you tell the person, even when he or she is going to recover the money fully, that you are assuming, you make some assumptions that there are no vacancy period, or sometimes you build in some months or years for vacancy. Okay, so it is you that then market trends. Okay, somebody can also come and tell you, say, okay, I have 500 million. I want to use it to invest in real estate. It is your responsibility to advise the person. And please, if, for example, the property you have don't suit the person's purpose, don't force the property on the person. Do you understand me? You need to do a lot of what? Education, market trends. What are the trends we have discussed the other time now? We discuss about what? Land banking, short-let apartments, investment properties. That's like the type what some people are doing in our academy project. They just buy property, develop it, they want to sell. So you have, and then what? Smart homes. There are some people that will tell them what is smart home, they don't know. And you know that smart home these days, they command what? Premium price. Eco-friendly homes. Houses that you spend little on energy. You don't need to spend so much on PHCN and all that. Or the house has what? Solar renewable energy. And the person don't have need to carry generator up and down. In fact, for some, even PHCN is backup. They are using what? Renewable energy. They are installed solar in the house. You need to, because some people don't know that such type of houses, if the person is buying for rent, they don't know that such type of houses will fetch them more rent and ensure a limited vacancy rate. So it is your responsibility. There are so many things you can educate the person on. If you take Guarimpa for example, Guarimpa is a very prime place for what? Commercial property. That's what they mean by area pros and cons. It doesn't mean other properties are not viable there, but it is wherever is very good for commercial. Because of what? Population and the size of the estate is one of the biggest estates
in
West Africa. So there are so many things, investment potential. There are so many things you can educate the client. So when they trust your expertise, they open up more about their true needs. Remember the first sentence. Sometimes buyers don't fully know what they need. It is your responsibility to do what?
Educate them.
Okay. Build relationship, not transaction. Trust, unlock information. When buyer feel understood, they review real budget, unlock long-term plans, and leads to referrals and repeat business. So at the end of the day, everything we are trying to do to understand them, we try to build what? Relationship, not transaction. Remember that wealth creation is a journey. Do you understand? And for people who want to use real estate as a means of wealth creation, the journey continues. Will you be interested to have a client that buy one property and you pay commission 15 million and the person didn't talk to you again? Or will you prefer a client that you buy property from you pay 5 million, but almost every 6 months the person brings another business to you, either from him or her directly, or he refer you to the person? Which one do you prefer? Okay, so that is what, don't make the relationship transactional. That's what we are trying to say here. You buy property, give me my commission book, and you put the commission. Even when they are calling you, say there's problem maybe in the house that you sold to them, instead of you reaching out to the developer, you are not answering them. It's not good. Try to build what? Relationship. It's a journey. Because that person you are seeing, say she is just bought one bedroom flat, the person will grow tomorrow and want to buy mansion. The person will grow tomorrow and want to be a real estate developer and is looking for large expanse of land. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So please, relationship is very, very important in real estate. The person you see as a small person today will be a very big person tomorrow. And if you have good relationship, that's why sometimes I told us that marketing is an investment. Do you understand? The relationship you build today, in future, it will start using fruit. So please build relationship, don't make it transaction. So this is conclusion. Understanding buyers' needs leads to what? Smarter selling. Deep insights equals to what? Faster closing. Realtor success begins with what? Empathy. What do we mean by empathy? Putting your client first. Do you understand? Put their interests first. These are some of the intangibles when you are doing marketing. Do you understand? Putting their interest first. Sometimes it will cost you money. Sometimes it will make you not to close deal. But the day the deal will come, the person, if you put the person's interest at heart, and tell the person the whole truth and nothing but the truth, maybe there's a non-negotiable, there's something the person cannot tell, instead of hiding it from the person so that the person will buy. No. Do you understand me? Think, each time you are talking to a client, always think what? Long term. So this is where we draw the curtains today in our training today. So I encourage you, please go study more about this, see how you can understand exactly what the clients need when you are prospecting. So these are investment opportunity with the MAG Group. We have a residential development in Kagini and a shopping mall in Guaripa. Visit our website or contact us on the number on the screen. Thank you for making time to watch this video and be part of today's training.